As we journey through life, we begin to understand that the most cherished treasures aren't those we can purchase. They aren't found in bank accounts or fancy cars. Instead, the true gems of our golden years lie in the relationships and experiences that bring us joy, peace, and fulfillment, elements that money simply cannot replace. So, how many of these precious treasures do you hold dear? Join me as we explore 5 of the most invaluable gifts of old age. These treasures are what enrich our lives, creating meaning and deep satisfaction as we age. Those who recognize their worth early on are the ones who truly savor the beauty of their later years. Whether you're already embracing these gifts or realizing there is still time to cultivate them, this video will guide you toward what truly matters. Stay with me until the end because the more of these treasures you nurture, the happier and more fulfilled your life will become. And remember, if you find yourself missing any of them, it's never too late to start building a life filled with health, love, wisdom, peace, and legacy. Let's dive right in. Number 1. Health and mobility. One of the greatest treasures of old age is often taken for granted until it begins to wane. Good health and the ability to move with ease. It's not just about longevity, it's about enjoying life to the fullest without the burden of pain or limitations. When you can walk, stretch, and navigate your day without discomfort, you possess one of the most valuable gifts of aging. Experts agree that staying active is essential for maintaining mobility. Movement keeps our joints flexible, muscles strong, and circulation vibrant. However, many slow down in retirement, believing that rest is paramount. The reality is that the less you move, the harder it becomes to stay mobile. That's why those who prioritize even simple exercises, like walking or swimming, tend to enjoy better health and independence for longer. Take Roger, for instance, a 78-year-old man who spent most of his career behind a desk. After retiring, he fell into a routine of watching TV for hours, convinced that rest was what he needed. Soon, he struggled to rise from chairs, his knees ached, and even short walks left him exhausted. It wasn't until he embraced a daily routine of morning walks and light stretching that he began to notice a remarkable change. Within months, Roger felt revitalized. His energy surged, his joints ached less, and he regained confidence in his body's capabilities. Remember, good health isn't solely about exercise. It also encompasses what we feed our bodies. A diet rich in nutrients, staying hydrated, and balanced meals can significantly enhance our vitality and keep inflammation at bay. Many retirees who face mobility challenges don't realize how much their diet impacts their joints, muscles, and overall well-being. High sugar and processed foods can exacerbate aches, while fresh whole foods provide essential nutrients that help our bodies thrive. Additionally, we often underestimate the importance of quality sleep, the ultimate healer. Restful sleep allows our bodies to recover, bolstering our immune system and sharpening our minds. On the flip side, poor sleep can lead to fatigue, reduced coordination, and a higher risk of injury. Establishing healthy sleep habits, such as maintaining a regular sleep schedule, can transform our health and well-being, reminding us that self-care is a vital treasure we must cherish. Establishing a bedtime routine and steering clear of screens before sleep can truly transform how we feel each day. One of the most important aspects of staying healthy as we grow older is tuning into our bodies. Just like a wise elderly gentleman in Vietnam who learned to listen to his body's subtle signals, we too should pay attention to small signs like morning stiffness or unexpected fatigue before they become larger issues. Scheduling regular checkups and being proactive about our health can lead to a happier, healthier life. By making small, proactive adjustments, we can prevent unnecessary struggles down the line. Those who focus on prevention often find themselves enjoying greater freedom and mobility as the years go by. Imagine waking up each morning without pain. It's one of life's greatest gifts. This ease allows us to travel, connect with family, explore hobbies, and truly embrace life. As we care for our bodies now, we set the stage for a vibrant future. Health isn't merely about adding years to our lives. It's about adding life to our years. Speaking of treasures, one of the most valuable gifts in our later years isn't something we can hold, but rather the wonderful people who stand by our side. The relationships we nurture, the love we share with family and friends, and the connections we foster become priceless as time goes on. It's not material possessions that bring us comfort, but rather the individuals who truly understand and care for us, making life meaningful. Sadly, many of us take these relationships for granted, assuming they'll always be there. But time waits for no one, and if we don't put in the effort to maintain these precious bonds, they can start to fade. Many retirees, like a thoughtful woman in the UK, find themselves feeling lonely, realizing too late that they didn't nurture their connections as they should have. The truth is, friendships and family ties need our attention, just like any other important aspect of life. They require nurturing, communication, and presence, not just during significant moments, but in the small, everyday interactions that truly strengthen our relationships. This became evident for George, a 75-year-old man who spent most of his career focused on work. He always intended to spend more time with his family after retirement, but when he finally slowed down, he realized he had drifted apart from his children and old friends. Calls became infrequent and gatherings felt awkward. Regret began to creep in, but instead of feeling stuck, George made a powerful choice to reach out. He began calling his kids regularly, organizing small get-togethers with old friends, and even joined a community group. Over time, his relationships flourished, proving that the effort he invested was more rewarding than anything he had once prioritized over them. Having people to share laughter, create memories, and lean on during tough times brings richness to life. It's not merely about being surrounded by others. It's about forming genuine, meaningful connections. These relationships not only enhance our enjoyment of life, but also contribute to better health. Studies reveal that seniors with strong social ties tend to live longer, stay mentally sharp, and experience lower levels of stress and depression. Human connection is a necessity, not a luxury. Maintaining deep relationships doesn't have to be complicated. It starts with simple, heartfelt actions. A quick phone call, a thoughtful message, or making time for face-to-face conversations can make all the difference. Sometimes these relationships even require forgiveness, reminding us of the value of compassion and understanding in our connections. So let's cherish and nurture the bonds we have. Embrace the joy of connection and remember that each small gesture can lead to a stronger, more fulfilling life. After all, as Helen Keller beautifully said, the best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. Let us make sure our hearts are open to those we love. Letting go of old grudges or taking that brave first step can be a challenge, especially when it feels uncomfortable. Yet, those who pour their hearts into nurturing relationships often discover that the joys far outweigh the struggles. As we journey through life, the importance of our connections grows immensely. The happiest retirees are those who understand that it's the people we cherish, not the possessions we own, that truly enrich our lives. If you're still here soaking in these insights, I invite you to comment number 2 below to share your presence with me. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so and turning on the bell to stay updated with our uplifting content. Your engagement fuels our mission to inspire and uplift. Now, let's embrace the next insight: the power of a clear mind and the joy of lifelong learning. One of the most precious gifts of aging is the ability to think clearly, remain curious, and continue expanding our horizons. Just like a muscle, our minds thrive when they are challenged, exercised, and engaged. Many believe that growing older automatically brings mental decline, but the truth is, it's often the lack of activity that dulls our minds. Those who keep learning, exploring new ideas, and pushing their boundaries tend to remain sharp, confident, and mentally vibrant well into their golden years. For many retirees, work provided a daily dose of mental stimulation, solving problems, making decisions, and learning new skills. Yet, when retirement arrives, that daily challenge can fade away. Without active engagement, it's easy to fall into routines that require little thought, leading to slower thinking, memory lapses, and even a sense of disconnection from the vibrant world around us. The wonderful news is that, like physical exercise builds strength in our bodies, mental exercise fortifies our minds. Take the inspiring story of Margaret, a spirited 72-year-old woman who had always prided herself on her quick wit. Initially, she thought retirement would be a peaceful retreat, yet, after a few years of passive activities like watching TV and doing crossword puzzles, she noticed her once sharp memory beginning to dull. She struggled to recall names, found conversations challenging, and often forgot small yet meaningful details. Instead of resigning herself to this as merely a part of aging, Margaret decided to reignite her brain. She ventured into learning Spanish, took up painting, and joined a lively discussion group where she could debate current events. Within months, Margaret felt her mental clarity returning, her confidence blossoming, and her connection to the world reignited. Doctors and researchers unanimously agree that embracing lifelong learning is one of the best ways to keep our minds vibrant. Engaging with books, diving into deep conversations, solving puzzles, or picking up a new hobby keeps our brains active and wards off cognitive decline. The most joyful retirees are often the ones who never cease to learn, whether through travel, discovering new hobbies, or simply nurturing a curiosity about the world. Social connections play a pivotal role as well. Conversations, debates, and intellectual exchanges keep our minds agile. Those who regularly interact, share ideas, and challenge their own thoughts often maintain their mental sharpness well into their later years. In contrast, withdrawal from social and intellectual engagement can lead to a shrinking world, both mentally and emotionally. One of the simplest yet most powerful ways to safeguard our brain health is to turn learning into a daily ritual. This doesn't require going back to school. It means cultivating curiosity, embracing challenges, and seeking out new experiences. It could be as easy as trying a new recipe, watching a thought-provoking documentary, or even picking up an instrument. Every small step creates a ripple effect of joy and growth, reminding us that the journey of learning never truly ends. So let's embrace each day as an opportunity to expand our minds and enrich our lives. Engaging in new conversations with friends can truly invigorate the mind. Just like a muscle, the more you challenge your mind, the stronger it becomes. A sharp, engaged mind is one of life's greatest treasures. It brings confidence, independence, and a deeper connection to the world around us. The wonderful news? It's never too late to start nurturing and strengthening this precious asset. One of the most valuable treasures we can discover in our later years is emotional peace. Many of us spend our youth pursuing success, wealth, or the approval of others, only to realize that true happiness comes from within. It's about releasing past regrets, finding joy in the present, and cherishing what life has given us, rather than lamenting what we may lack. Those who embrace this mindset often experience profound happiness and fulfillment. However, for many retirees, achieving emotional peace can be a challenge. Some carry regrets about choices made, while others hold on to resentments from past conflicts and disappointments. Many find themselves worrying about health, finances, or the uncertainties of the future. If left unchecked, these emotions can weigh heavily, making it hard to enjoy the simple pleasures of life. Yet the happiest retirees are not those with perfect lives. They are the ones who learn to let go, forgive, and cultivate gratitude. Take, for example, Eleanor, a 79-year-old woman who spent much of her life burdened by bitterness over past mistakes. She had regrets about her career choices, lost friendships, and things she wished she had done differently. For years, these thoughts clouded her ability to savor the present. But one day, she made a powerful choice. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, she decided to focus on what was right. She began each morning by writing down 3 things she was grateful for. She reached out to those she had lost touch with and chose to release the old anger that no longer served her. Gradually, she found herself smiling more, feeling lighter, and enjoying each day like never before. Studies show that practicing gratitude can actually rewire our brains to focus on positive emotions, leading to lower stress levels and improved mental and physical well-being. The simple act of reflecting on the good in life, whether it's good health, loving relationships, or the beauty of a quiet morning, holds the power to transform our entire outlook. Forgiveness is also a key to achieving emotional peace. Holding on to anger or grudges only weighs us down. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting or excusing the past. It means choosing not to let it dictate our present. Imagine the simple act of reflecting on the beauty of life, good health, loving relationships, or the gentle stillness of a quiet morning. This practice holds the power to uplift us, transforming stress into improved mental health and greater physical well-being. Just like the story of an elderly man in Vietnam who found solace and strength by appreciating his surroundings, we too can embrace the good in our lives. Forgiveness plays a vital role in this journey to emotional peace. Letting go of anger or resentment doesn't erase our past, but it does free us from the chains that bind us. Those who choose to release their emotional burdens often experience a newfound lightness, a sense of freedom, and a deeper peace within themselves. Just like the happiest retirees, who understand that true wealth doesn't lie in material possessions, but in the tranquility of the mind. They cherish each day as a gift and actively seek joy in the little things. Whether it's sharing laughter with friends, witnessing a sunset, or simply taking a deep breath to savor life. These small moments accumulate, weaving together the fabric of a life well lived. If you're still here with us and finding these insights uplifting, I invite you to share your presence by commenting number 4 below. And if you haven't yet subscribed, now is the perfect time to do so. Turn on the bell for notifications so you never miss out on our inspiring content. Your support fuels our mission to create uplifting stories that resonate with your heart. Now, let's delve into our fifth essential insight, creating a legacy of meaning. As we journey through life, we begin to recognize that the most precious treasures we leave behind aren't our possessions, but the enduring impact we have on others. A true legacy is reflected in the wisdom we share, the kindness we extend, and the relationships we nurture. It's about the values we impart to future generations. Many retirees dedicate their lives to hard work and family, and as they grow older, they often find fulfillment in the legacy they create, enriching their later years with purpose and joy. In this reflective time of life, it's common for many to ponder the legacies they wish to leave. Just like an elderly woman in the UK, who, after a lifetime of dedication to her family, started sharing her stories with her grandchildren, realizing that her experiences could inspire them. These moments of connection not only nurture her heart, but also plant seeds of wisdom in the next generation. In this way, our lives intertwine, creating a beautiful tapestry of love, lessons, and lasting memories. The beautiful truth is that it's never too late to shape your legacy. Some of the most impactful contributions occur later in life when our wisdom and experiences shine brightest. Take, for instance, the inspiring story of Walter, an 81-year-old man who spent his career focused on professional success. Upon retiring, he realized that while he had achieved financial security, he longed for deeper connections with others. Rather than dwell on missed opportunities, Walter took action. He began mentoring young professionals, sharing invaluable lessons from his life. He penned heartfelt stories for his grandchildren and found joy in helping his neighbors. Over time, Walter discovered that his greatest happiness stemmed not from his accomplishments, but from the gifts he shared with others. You see, leaving a legacy doesn't require grand gestures. It's about the small, meaningful actions that create lasting impressions. Whether it's teaching a grandchild an important life lesson, volunteering for a cause dear to your heart, or simply being a source of encouragement and kindness, these contributions matter. Documenting family history or expressing gratitude can also shape a legacy that resonates through generations. The most powerful way to influence your legacy is by being intentional with your time. Those who strive to inspire, teach, and uplift others often find their later years to be the richest and most rewarding. They come to realize that life is not solely about what we receive, it's about what we give. A meaningful legacy is one of life's most treasured gifts, ensuring our influence lives on through the lessons we teach, the kindness we show, and the love we share. And here's the best part. It's never too late to start building a legacy that truly matters. As we embrace the later years of our lives, we begin to see that our most valuable treasures are not those we can purchase, but those we cultivate over time. Good health, meaningful relationships, a sharp mind, emotional peace, and a legacy that endures. These are the elements that truly enrich our lives. While material possessions may fade, the treasures we nurture remain, shaping our experiences and leaving a lasting impact long after we're gone. So, take a moment to reflect. How many of these treasures do you already possess? Which ones are you still striving for? The wonderful news is that it's never too late to protect and cherish these invaluable gifts. Embrace the journey of building your legacy. Focus on what truly matters, the connections you make, the love you share, and the wisdom you pass on. Remember, each day brings an opportunity to create a positive impact, ensuring that your story continues to inspire and uplift long into the future. Embrace the journey of life by nurturing your health, deepening relationships, and continuing to learn. Each small step you take toward these treasures transforms your life into a tapestry of fulfillment and meaning. Today, let this video inspire you to take action. Reach out to an old friend with a phone call, enjoy a walk in nature, explore a new hobby, or simply take a moment to cherish the blessings you already possess. Life is a beautiful adventure, and by welcoming these treasures, we make our years shine even brighter. Thank you for being part of our community today. We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments. Tell us one thing you learned and how you plan to bring it to life. Your insights are invaluable to us, and reading your comments fills us with joy and encouragement. If you found this video uplifting, we would be grateful if you could like, subscribe, and share it with others. Your support empowers us to create more inspiring content for you. Thank you for watching, and we can't wait to connect with you in our next video.